When it comes to your smile, so many things can impact the way you feel about it. It's more than just the color of your teeth. Events like accidents can really damage your teeth and, of course, that confidence. Well, with us today from Restorative Dentistry Group, it's patient Carrie S and Dr. Taylor Goggins. Good morning. How are you guys?
Good morning.
Doing well.
Doing well.
Well, Carrie, I'm doing great. Thank you so much for being here and sharing your story with us this morning. Talk to us about what happened and what brought you to Dr. Goggins.
Well, about 30 years ago, I was in a car accident and I just broke a lot of my front teeth, all of my front teeth really, and just had some crowns and veneers all over all of them. And it's just that it's been enough time that they need to be replaced. They were just chipped and they just look terrible. So
it was time for a change, right? And your smile is absolutely beautiful this morning. By the way, I have to say, well, Dr. Goggins, let's talk about how you handled Carrie's case when she came to you and said, I really need to change this.
Yeah, it was kind of unfortunate because it looked like she had some good work done when the accident first happened, but it did not encompass like her full smile. And so some of her veneers were breaking and wearing down, and she had some problems with one of her implant crowns. So we decided to do a little bit more comprehensive approach and redid most of her smile line on the top and her lower teeth to kind of help rebuild. Part of the problem is because when she had her veneers done on just her top teeth, her lower teeth kind of battled with those over the last 30 years. And the porcelain will actually wear down your natural teeth because porcelain veneers are actually stronger than natural teeth. So over time, we had to kind of rebuild her bite because it had been so long and had so much wear happen to it.
It's so interesting how one thing can affect another thing. And over the years, you start to see those changes. Now, it's important to note that all of your locations have a prosthodontist. Why is this important, though?
Well, I feel like it's very important when you have these types of events happen in your life, seeing a specialist that is comfortable doing these types of procedures, and they do that every day. And not a lot of people know what a prosthodontist is. Unfortunately, if you have to know who they are, you've probably been in a situation that you don't want to have to experience. But a lot of patients actually will just come to see us and just want a consultation on, hey, I want to have veneers. And they kind of will bypass their normal dentist office and say, I want to go see a specialist about this.
Okay.
So we tend to see that a lot too, but a lot of times we're also helping patients that are needing to get really complex reconstructions because of prior accidents they've had, or they've had dental work in the past that needs to now be redone or wasn't done ideally at the beginning.
Right. Carrie, what was your experience like working with Dr. Goggins from the day you first walked into where you are today?
Oh, it was wonderful. It was such a great experience. I felt comfortable. I felt confident. You know, it took me so long, honestly. It had probably been about at least 5 or 6 years that I knew I needed to get them redone.
Sure.
And I was just dealing with it because when you've had that kind of traumatic experience where your teeth are all redone, you're in the dentist chair a lot and for long periods of time. And the drill and everything, it's very, very stressful. And so, of course, I was putting it off because I just don't like it.
And I don't blame you. but look, I think it was worth it at the end of the day because your smile is worth $1 million. It's beautiful.
It was, yeah. But they just put me at ease. They just, I mean, everything was very, just made me confident in the experience.
Of course.
And gave me some good information on how to on how to be okay with it, and just made me feel comfortable.
I love that. That is so great to hear. Well, Dr. Goggins, what do you think makes Restorative Dentistry Group a better choice for viewers watching this morning that may want to get some dental work done?
Well, as Carrie kind of pointed out, she said, you know, I didn't really want to go through that experience again, like the arduous, long dental appointments, having to come back and do certain things.
Yeah.
So we have an in-house lab that works with just our company that we own, and we make sure that we do all of the quality assurance on it, and we plan the cases with our technicians. This actually helps us achieve better results because we're working in tandem with one another. And it actually helps reduce some of the costs and the time it takes to get through a lot of these big reconstructions.
Of course.
Not a lot of offices have this type of privilege to work with their own laboratory. And that's, I think, allows us to be a little separated between the pack.
Well, that makes a big difference. Well, Carrie, thank you so much for being with us today. You look absolutely fabulous. And you're right, a lot of us put off important things, and we need to get to the dentist. Okay, thank you, Dr. Goggins.
Thanks.
It was a pleasure to see you again as well. Okay, everyone, call Restorative Dentistry Group right now and take advantage of a free consultation. They have 6 convenient locations, including Cherry Creek North. Restorative Dentistry Group uses the latest smile technologies and has a specialist at each of their 6 locations. Call right now, 720-792-7916. If you want more info, you can also go online. That's restorative.dentistrygroup.com. They sponsored today's segment.